How's it going, everyone? It's me, it's Jinsula, and welcome to another Pokémon Go video. The follow-up to the Test Your Mettle event is going to be Fashion Week. This yearly event typically brings with it some of the rarest shinies in the game that you can only get from this one event. This time, it looks like even more exclusive shinies will be added to the game. I'm going to be talking about all of this in today's video, so let's roll the intro and get right into it. Alright, we need to talk about the 2022 Fashion Week event. So, for anyone who's been playing Pokemon Go for the past few years, they would know that costume shiny Pokemon are some of the rarest shinies in the game. Shinx wearing a hat, Croagunk wearing a hat, Kirlia, Blitzel, Bowtie Smoochum, these are just some examples of super rare shinies that a lot of players are always going for. Well, in case you didn't know, there is an annual event that is specifically tied to these costume Pokemon, and this event is typically the only time you have access to them. This event is of course Fashion Week, and just like the name entails, it is all around costume Pokemon wearing various outfits and accessories. Like I mentioned, this will be the only time where you will have access to these special costume Pokemon. So if you want some really unique shinies that not a lot of players will have, then this is the event you will want to grind. Right, so let's go over the details of this event. The Fashion Week event is going to start on Tuesday, September 27th at 10 a.m. local time, and will conclude on Monday, October 3rd at 8 o'clock p.m. local time. This event is going to debut a new Pokemon, and it is Mariani. This poison and water type Pokemon evolves into Toxapex, which might have some relevance in the Go Battle League. Now here is the highlight of this event. We are going to see the debut of some new costume Pokemon that will be exclusive to this event, and each and every one of these could potentially be shiny. These include Diglett wearing a cute hat, Dugtrio with one of them wearing a hat, Absol wearing a costume, and Toxicroak wearing a hat. Now the costume Toxicroak is obtainable by evolving Croagunk that's wearing a hat from last year's Fashion Week. So if you happen to have a shiny of that Croagunk from last year, then be sure to evolve it for this new shiny. Now if you're looking for high IVs of Croagunk, Absol, or Diglett with a costume, there will be a timed research during this event that will award you with any of these Pokemon. You will also get bonus spawns of these costume Pokemon through snapshots during this event. So next, let's go over the wild spawns, which will have old and new costume Pokemon. You will come across Bowtie Butterfree, Murkrow, Glameow, Croagunk wearing a hat, Blitzel wearing a hat, Gothita, Female Frillish, Furfrou, and the new Pokemon Mariani. If you are lucky, you will come across Diglett wearing a hat, Kirlia wearing a hat, and Absol wearing a costume. Something of note is that Furfrou can be shiny during this event, which is not what it could be last year. Next, let's go over what will be appearing in raids, because they will also be featuring a bunch of costume Pokemon. In 1-star raids, you will see Diglett wearing a hat, Shinx wearing a hat, Croagunk wearing a hat, Scraggy not wearing anything, and Furfrou. In 3-star raids, you will see Bowtie Butterfree, Costume Kirlia, Costumed Absol, and the new Pokemon Mariani. Finally, in 5-star raids, we will be getting the Dark-type legendary Pokemon Yveltal and Mega Lopunny in Mega Raids. Yveltal is one of the top Dark-type Pokemon currently in the game with a high TDO, so make sure you do these raids during this event. Hatching in 7km eggs is Diglett wearing a hat, Bowtie Smoochum, Shinx wearing a hat, and Croagunk wearing a hat. This is another great avenue for getting high IVs of any of these Pokemon, so if you're looking for a shundo of any of these costume Pokemon, get your incubators ready and hatch as many 7km eggs as you can. In field research tasks, you will see Eevee, Murkrow, Skitty, Glameow, Croagunk wearing a hat, Blitzel wearing a hat, Furfrou, or Mariani as rewards. Finally, there will be new themed avatar items in the Pokeshop, so if you want a snazzy cool outfit to match your Mariani buddy, then be sure to check them out. Okay, so my thoughts regarding this event are positive. It is a massive shiny hunter's dream, with some exclusive and super rare shinies being available. One shiny that sticks out to me is of course Croagunk. Since Toxicroak is a really good Pokemon for PvP, you can battle in style with a shiny Toxicroak wearing a hat. This is also a great opportunity to farm up some Routes Candy XL for your Gardevoirs. It's one of the best fairy type raid attackers, so make sure you catch all of those Curlias in order to max out your best Gardevoirs. But yeah, the big emphasis of this event is going to be the rare shinies. Pretty much any costume shiny Pokemon is going to be a super rare collector's item, so getting these during this event will most certainly boost up your collection. Pretty much all of the costume Pokemon in this event can be shiny, and they only appear once a year. Furfro's shiny form is also likely going to be super rare, as it is a Pokemon that typically only shows up once a year as well. Thus, I would highly suggest trying to get these costume Pokemon, as you only have a limited time to get them. Of course, like everything that's good in this game, it is completely luck based, so make sure you curb your expectations when it comes to getting any of these costume shinies. I mean, they are super rare for a reason. The best thing you can do is to increase your chances as much as possible by shiny checking every wild spawn, doing as many raids, field research tasks, and hatches as possible, and overall just being as active as possible. That should give you the highest odds at any of these costume shinies. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Sound off your thoughts regarding this Fashion Week event down below. Which costume Pokemon are you looking forward to? Are you looking for any of these shinies? Let me know below and let's have a great discussion. And if you end up enjoying this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if it's your first time here. And don't forget that little bell so you can stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. And I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel content possible. If you want to support my channel in any way, big or small, then be sure to check out the links in the description below. For all of my patrons, they get a permanent spot on my in-game friends list. So if you want to interact with me in some way, like with remote raids, then do consider becoming a patron on my Patreon. But yeah, that's going to be it. I'm Count Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch you all later.